Okay, so we are doing the daily debate today, and today's topic is go should space exploration be prioritized relating to the solving of Earth's problems? Now, you both will have till 8, let's give you time till 8:15, 8:13, 14, 15. You can just raise your hands once you feel like you're ready. Who wants to be for and who wants to be against?
I can be for.
Okay. Will are you open to being against?
Yes, no worries.
Okay. You can We'll start with the for speech. So just be prepared, Pooja. At 8:15, you'll be giving your opening speech, okay? Okay. So I hope everyone's ready to start. Do you guys need any extra time?
No, I'm good.
Would we?
Okay. So I'll be going first, right?
Yeah. Paul
So,
goes first.
one,
Please start.
yes. So one argument in favor of prioritizing space exploration over solving Earth's problems is that space exploration can lead to new scientific discoveries, meaning like how life started, how it can end, possibilities of new life on other planets. Um, it can ultimately benefit humanity. For example, space exploration has led to innovations in fields such as material science, communication, medicine, multiple other fields as well. And these advancements have a potential to address some of the pressing issues facing Earth, including depletion, climate change, and overpopulation. So let's say we can live in another planet. That would solve a lot of problems that we are facing here on Earth. This space exploration can also help us understand the origins of life in universe, as I said, which could provide insight into the cosmos, string theory, dark matter. A lot of scientific issues can and will be solved. Uh, this can help us develop an understanding and larger perspective of our universe and our very existence. This can also space exploration can also be a very good factor in the economy because this can lead to new jobs, new innovations, economic growth. So, and yeah, that is it.
Great. Thank you. Let's have the opposing speech, please. Whenever you're ready.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Greetings to the esteemed judges and honorable opponent. Let's take a moment to think about the scenes we witness in our daily life. Picture the busy streets of a city, where families work hard to make ends meet, amidst tall buildings and bright lights. Imagine the vast farms where farmers work under the scorching sun to feed entire communities. Think about the small villages where people struggle to get clean water and basic healthcare facilities. In the tapestry of human existence, we face many, many challenges that need our immediate attention and resources. From climate change to inequality, the need to address Earth's problem is clear. So, how can we justify spending our limited resources and energy on space exploration? Let's talk about the idea that the proposition mentioned that space exploration brings benefits for solving problems on Earth. While some technologies developed for space have helped this year, their impact has often exaggerated. Did you know that less than 1% of NASA's budget goes to spin off technologies for Earth applications? That's according to a report by the National Space Society. Now let's consider the environmental impact of space exploration. Each rocket launch emits tons of pollutants into the atmosphere, contributing to climate change. Did you know that since a single launch of SpaceX Falcon Heavy rocket releases as much carbon dioxide as 395 transatlantic flights? That's according to a study published in the journal Environmental Research Letters. And what about the moral aspect? While astronauts explore space, millions of people on Earth live in poverty and struggle to access basic needs. Did you know that the cost of a single Mars rover mission could provide clean drinking water to over 15 million people? That's based on the data from the World Health Organization. Thank you.
That was great. Thank you so much. Now we're gonna have a rebuttal from the for position. Good to know.
As you said, you were talking about the lives of the poverty of the poor, the people who are in poverty in the world. This space exploration could possibly lead to many new life found, planets that can be inhabited, and this can lead to more job opportunities. More job opportunities meaning lesser educated unemployment. Lesser educated unemployment means that you get to have more money, the more access, the more economic development, economic growth. So poverty can't be considered here because it is it can be solved with further space exploration.
Opposition?
So, is there a question? Is there a question in that or just a statement?
That's a rebuttal, but my question being,
Okay, so she's basically take it as you need to now justify. She's explained to you that why poverty is not exactly going to be helping, right? Like it's not relevant in
So,
this conversation. So she's saying that. So try to justify that it is.
okay. So, as you mentioned that we would have more job opportunities once we invest into space exploration. But job opportunities are an ultimate result. First, we need to invest. That would require a huge chunk of our budget, which would affect the poor as well. So, poverty does come into play here.
Okay. For
in investing a huge chunk is always a part of any economic growth and develop. Uh, so anything that has to be developed, anything that needs to be improved, it still needs to go through a huge chunk that goes out of our budget, out of our money, to for the final greater good, right?
Yeah, I do agree that we need to invest in first, then we would get a result out of it. But we can't ignore the fact that there are so many other things and basic needs that need to be accessible to the people first, as well as until and unless they are able to access the internet or any other source of information that would result in them knowing about those job opportunities, it wouldn't be fruitful to invest in space exploration first if we can't make that information accessible to them in the first place.
With more economic development with space exploration, internet and phones, gadgets are all easily available. And to this day, you will see a lot of people in poverty who do have their phones, who do have their internet connection. Granted, it's bad, but it still helps them receive news about this source and how job opportunities.
So while I do agree that many people have access to gadgets and internet at this moment, but the main issue is that they don't have the knowledge to uh, use it well and use it properly. First, we need to impart that knowledge to the poor, and we need to make things accessible to them. Then we can start investing in space exploration and projects that would help promote new job opportunities. Plus, we need to educate them as well, because without education, they wouldn't be doing any good in the field of space exploration.
In the space of in the world of space exploration, I feel like the poor wouldn't be impacted with how much they know, because space exploration mostly focuses on the ones who are not in poverty, right? But these ones who are not in poverty, they can easily help donate to the poor, charity through charities, fundings, events, and plus also the youngsters, our youth know quite more than us in gadgets and computers. So they can easily teach their elders when they get these job opportunities.
opposition.
I had a question. So, as you mentioned that space exploration has solved so many problems in the medical field, I would like to know some examples and some a more descriptive thoughts about that.
Valid. For
Um, so a lot of okay, so in space there are a lot of how do I say elements in space and other planets in the moon that can be useful in our medical field. Suppose and finding other materials in other land can also be helpful in the medical field. So I'm not sure about real life examples, but it has been very helpful and yeah, sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. Opposition, would you like to ask another question?
So, another question I had is, in the light of ethical considerations surrounding space exploration, how do you justify the potential risks and costs associated with manned missions to distant planets? We have lost many people and many respectable and honorable people to space missions. So, how would you justify that?
Um, so there has to be a small expense that leads to the greater good. The cost of one, it can be argued that the cost of one person is justifiable when there are a lot of other people being benefited. One of the main risks of space exploration is of say of radiation and microgravity, and these can have medical impacts. However, it is important that we create more uh, outfit we create more technology, we create more accessories that can help us in in space exploration. And however, these costs value, and there are a lot of there billions of dollars billions are being taken out of the money area. It is it is important to know that this is all risked for the greater good.
Okay. Do we have any other cross questioning?
I have one more question. So, um, can you explain why we should prioritize sending humans to Mars or other celestial bodies when we yet have to fully explore and understand the complexities of our own planet?
Pujana?
So when we co- explore the outer space, our universe is linked, right, by through Albert Einstein's equations and stuff. Our universe is linked, and a lot of these discoveries that can be found outer space can very much help us in the discoveries that we find within our seas, within our lands, within our earth. So let's say we find something in the outer space. This can ultimately lead to connections between our earth and our seas, our life.
Opposition?
From my side, thank you.
Okay. Pujana, do you have any questions to ask her or any more rebuttals?
You say that poverty can be help if we put more effort and money into our current situation. However, that is being done, yet I still see no major differences in poverty reduction. Even in countries that have high space exploration, they or low space exploration, both of them have equal amounts of poverty greatness, which is very less.
Can you elaborate more on the question, please?
Sorry. So that when you say that the poverty can be reduced by putting our time, our effort and money into it instead of space exploration, we say that, well, since it's already happening, right? In countries that have low space exploration, like money that is being put lesser into space exploration, I still see no differences in that poverty reduction level.
Okay, so well, poverty is a multifaceted issue with deep-rooted cause that cannot be solved solely through financial investment. But while addressing immediate needs such as access to food, clean water, and education is essential, long-term solutions will require systemic changes, economic development, and social reforms that go beyond monetary resources. Plus, while direct benefits of space exploration to poverty elevation may be limited, the pursuit of knowledge and exploration has indirect benefits for humanity as whole. So, uh, I guess that's my argument.
Yeah. Any follow-ups?
Uh, and that's all.
Okay. Anything from the opposition? Okay, I will take it that the debate is now done. That was great. Thank you guys for joining in. I'll be giving feedback now, and I'm gonna be a bit brutally honest. Um, First of all, I would like to say that Pujana, you had the thoughts. You knew where you were going. You knew what was coming into your mind. You had the flow. You just needed that little confidence in you that would eradicate the little sorries you had, the little ahs you had, which are completely fine. Okay. So yeah, the little boost of confidence is needed. Second, this applies for both of you. We will be, like talking more about this in Teen Debaters sessions. But when you are preparing for a speech, instead of writing down sentences together, it's always better to jot down whatever main points you have and go off of them. Of course, that's a better way to organize your thoughts because in your speeches, sometimes ideas were scrambled, right? So, something that could really help with that, which I've experienced, is just take a notepad, write down all the points you want to say, and then organize them, or it's all going to come out of it scrambled. Okay. Pujana, you had good connection between topics, like how you went from like space exploration all the way to poverty. That was very nice. And yeah, you need to basically trust yourself. And again, all countries do not have the same level of poverty. So if you compare USA and Sudan, they do not have the same level of poverty. Okay, coming to Purvi, same thing about the noting down of the speeches. Secondly, you had great hooks at the beginning of your speeches. Amazing hooks, love them. Next, your emphasis on words was very nice. I like that. The emphasis you put on your words as you said the speech, good job. And yeah, the points you said were really diverse. Instead of just focusing on a few aspects of the issue, you really made it a diverse conversation. And overall, my feedback would be focus on every step of a rebuttal. So suppose I'm talking about budget going into space exploration can't help the poor, right? So where, what, how, why? So talk about where is this budget coming from? The government. So what's the government doing with all the already existing budget? This budget is supposed to go to the other sectors of the economy, right? So this other sectors of the economy could actually move on to providing more of this budget into the other sectors and other branches of that sector. So suppose we talk about education, government schools. Those could be, instead of like deep diving into poverty or just that one topic, you could have branched out into different governmental sectors and branches. Suppose I talk about the health budget, and the budget you could be using for space exploration could actually go there. So if you are talking about government hospitals in India, those have a horrible condition, as we already know. So how do we better that? So that's just some small tip that I can give you guys, how to branch out your rebuttals. And yeah, that should be all from me. Thank you guys so much for joining in. That was a lovely debate. I had a great time. I hope you did too. I hope to see you guys again soon in the next upcoming debates as well. Okay? Anything you guys want to say?
Thanks, Siri, for amazing meeting.
Thank you. Purvi?
No, thanks for the feedback. I will definitely work on it more. And also, wouldn't there be a declaration of the winner of this debate?
Mm, okay, fine. I don't really okay, so in usually yes, but according to me it's a drill, and again it's a very good comparison of understanding how it works when you come into a debate and when you're leading a debate. But if I would declare Purvi as the winner. Okay, thank you guys so much for joining in. Have a nice night. Goodbye.